can have this van after today. It's a cool van. You can pack all your friends in it. You know, feel like a party bus. I don't think your mom's happy with that.
Yeah, she's 22. As long as she has a designated driver, I'm good. And it's all right.
This is a shipping facility for cattle, guys. See this right here?
Huh.
This is where they actually, they're considered a feedlot, guys. Look at this feedlot. You guys see it? It doesn't look like feedlots in the Midwest.
No.
Like all poop on the ground. They're walking in their own poop, and there's no feed troughs here. This is our feedlot, guys. Look at that. And they actually eat grass in our feedlots. And this is a shipping facility. They have the facility right up on the hill, and all the shipping containers will actually fill up all the cattle here. That's why every so many weeks you see a lot of cattle here in these areas. They're getting ready to be shipped out. This island, we're home to one of the largest single-owned cattle ranches in the world, called Parker Ranch. They have 365,000 acres of ranch land here on this island. It's all free range, all grass-fed cattle. So we don't have any feedlots here on this island. You know, everything is all free range, grass-fed. And you know what's so funny? Free range grass-fed beef in the stores, in the supermarkets, guys. You notice how more expensive they are than feedlot cows, feedlot beef? It's so funny for me to actually understand that, because grass is free. Okay, grain, you have to process that, you have to grow that, you have to process it. And I don't know why you're feeding your cows grass, which you don't pay for. It's more expensive, I guess. The labeling are different. That's why it's more expensive. But yeah, if you guys never knew about our Parker Ranch here on this island, yeah, that ranch is very large, guys. And if you guys actually don't know how large 365,000 acres is, it's actually the size of the island of Kauai. That whole island. That's a little less than 365,000 acres. So our cattle ranch on this island is actually larger than that. So it's a very big ranch. And it's still owned by that one family. A lot of people from Texas, they always rebuttal that. No, Texas has the biggest ranches. Yeah, the King's Ranch, right? Well, the King's Ranch is owned by a corporation. Our ranch here is owned by one family, the Parker family. And a lot of the land that the Parker family used for ranching is actually considered Hawaiian homelands, which they were actually offered leased land from the King Kamehameha. He actually let them raise cattle, and actually some of the land is actually taken back for reforestation, because you know, cattle, they do a lot of damage to the land. Like our native koa trees that grew on our mountains where they actually range cattle, they killed all those koa trees. I don't know if you guys know what koa trees are, or koa wood. It's a highly prized wood for furniture makers, jewelry makers, stuff like that. Very nice, hard grain, dark wood. And now they're actually doing reforestations on that. Koa trees and sandalwood trees. So, you know, you gotta give it a take, yeah. Yeah, we do have Hawaiian homelands here, guys. If you guys don't know what that is, it's almost similar to Indian reservations. Where you have to have 50% or more of Hawaiian blood to actually own anything there. And I'm proud to say I was born and raised on Hawaiian homeland, and I currently reside on Hawaiian homeland. So that's very rare, guys. Okay, because I'm only 65% Hawaiian. Okay, and that is actually kind of rare. Actually, 50% nowadays is actually rare. Okay, so actually to find someone of 100% Hawaiian ancestry, and you find that person, you have to catch them and put them in a museum. That's how rare they are. Okay, because the Hawaiian blood is actually being bred out now, so it's very, very small percentage of the Hawaiian blood in all the residents here. Actually, Hawaiians, we're only about 10% of the population in the state of Hawaii. Asians are the #1 population in the state of Hawaii. Asians rank about They're about 36% of the population in the state of Hawaii, so lots of Asians. And the reason why we have a lot of Asians, excuse me. Oh, was I answering your question? Yeah.
The reason we have so many Asians.
Okay. Yeah, the reason why we have so much Asians here is because of our sugar plantations, guys. Sugar plantations brought in a lot of immigrants to work the sugar plantations. And actually, the Hawaiians, we were the first ones to be offered the job. But we were too busy. Like I said, you know, we hunt, we fish, we surf, drink a lot of beer. Only if we find enough time that we'll work. Okay. So we actually said, no, we don't want to work. So they brought in a lot of immigrants, Japanese, Chinese, Filipinos, Koreans make up the Asian community. And that's how they got here. Also, the Puerto Ricans and Portuguese came along with the sugar plantations also for the work. So that's why we have a lot of different cultures here. So that's how the cookie crumbles. That's why there's some big Asian influence in Hawaii.
The island of Niihau, is it privately owned still?
Yeah, Niihau is still a privately owned island.
But the people that live there have to be a certain percentage Hawaiian, or has that changed?
No, you have to be invited from that family.
Okay. So it's not the percentage anymore, it's just the invitation.
Yeah. But they do still barter in payment.
Oh, nice.
Hello.
Is this an Airbnb, a resort, or what is it?
No, it's a home.
A private home?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a private home?
There's only 3 people live in that house.
Wow.
I figure we'd have a dozen children.
I would think, right? Or a dozen maids to clean the house.
Exactly.
Figure the house is a lot more you gotta clean. That's why I just live in my car. Anyway, guys, this is the ride up to our Zipline property, guys. I apologize. The road is like this. But, you know, if I miss any potholes, let me know. I'm reversing and get it for you. Much obliged. Oh, they harvested the bananas. Damn it.
There goes breakfast tomorrow.
Yeah, this is actually going up to our Zipline property, guys. So I apologize. The ride is really, really bumpy. But we're going to make a quick work out of it. Take a look at these trees, guys. We're going to be driving through this orchard of trees right here. You guys can have any guesses of what they are?
Apple.
Apples? That's one guess. Any other guesses? What?
Macadamia.
Macadamia, yes. You are the winner.
Good job.
Yeah, these are macadamia nuts, guys. We produce a lot of mac nuts here on the island. It's actually one of our top 4 agriculture products we produce here on this island. And we actually harvest all year long, guys. There's no season for harvest of these mac nuts. So we probably see some pickers up here picking up mac nuts. And they actually hand-pick mac nuts from the ground. Yeah, look, take a look. Right under this tree on the left. You guys see that bag? This is the cheapest place you'll find mac nuts. Grab us that bag. Go grab us that bag.
Let's go buy a bag for it.
Like, I will get out of this van.
No? Why?
I will, if you want me to go get it.
Well, I asked you twice.
Do you have to, well, you can't be smiling like that when you ask me. Do they have to be shelled?
Yeah, they have to be shelled, guys. But yeah, all these mac nuts are actually hand-picked from the ground. We don't have machines that come around and shake the trees and catch the mac nuts from the tree. They're all hand-picked from the ground. So these pickers up here are usually really, really short people. Okay, so you get a lot more production from those people. A lot less workman's comp and stuff like that. Yeah, so you get a lot short folks up here. You may see some pickers up here, guys. Well, maybe you may not. Some of them are so short they're actually shorter than the grass. They're almost like leprechauns. You hear a lot of stories about them, but you never see them. Okay, but they do get picked up, guys. And just to let you guys know, these are not chocolate-covered mac nut trees.
Oh man!
Okay,
Now then I would have gotten it.
Right. Yeah, you guys, the chocolate-covered mac nut trees actually grow in the higher elevations, over 14,000 feet in elevation. So you need to be really high to actually find those. Okay? And if you guys actually find those trees, you've probably seen some unicorns before too. That's how rare they are too, guys. There's a lot of them here. And the shells of the Mac nuts, guys, it takes about 300 pounds of pressure just to crack the shell open. So it's a very hard shelled nut. So you can't just bite on it and crack it with your teeth. It's very dangerous, you know.
Hard nut to crack.
Yeah, so we actually have a vise. When we get to the barbecue, we'll have some Mac nuts up there. We have a vise that we crack the Mac nut shells, and then you can try the Mac nuts while I prepare the barbecue today. And it's fresh macadamia nuts, you know, just freshly picked off the ground. You guys can enjoy those.
So once they're shelled, is there another process, or at that point?
Oh well, the ones you guys see in the stores and stuff, those are roasted.
I see.
They're shelled and roasted. The ones you guys see that is really small bits, those are, you can actually get the raw ones like that. But the more typical ones you'll see in the markets is actually roasted. But yeah, this field right here is actually part of Hamuku Mac Nut Company. They're one of the 3 larger Mac Nut companies on this island. And their processing plant is on Highway 270. That's on the north Kona side of the island. It's about almost 2 hours away from us. But all these Mac nuts get picked up here. And you guys seen that roll-off bin, that brown roll-off bin on the bottom of the hill? They actually fill those up to the top with macadamia nuts. And then once it's full to the top, they'll truck it to the processing plant.
It's a dog.
Oh, look at dog.
Here's another dog.
Hey, dog.
Hilo.
What's up, dog?
Somebody back there with a white shirt. Too.
Oh, there's
maybe
more
it's a
out there?
tree. Yep.
They're hunting dogs. They're not very good.
They're hunting people. What's your favorite flavor? Macadamia nut.
My favorite flavor of macadamia nut. Actually, I'll show you guys that.